Hey, what's up, everybody? This is GeekyAviseq once again from here in Dallas, Texas, and today I'm bringing you the review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 2019 model. I was looking for an affordable tablet to read ebooks, Kindle books, and also for media consumption like watching YouTube videos, Netflix. And I wasn't really interested in getting an Amazon Fire tablet because I was looking for something which would have Google Play Store so that I could install my own apps. So when I was started researching, I came across this tablet which was priced for $170 on Amazon, and which did fit my budget criteria. So I decided to give it a go. There are three versions of this tablet. There's a Wi-Fi only version that costs a lot lesser. It's about $120. It's available. It was at least available from major retailers when I was looking on an offer. It was about 120 bucks, and it also included a free 32 gig micro SD card slot. So this one is also the 4G LTE version. So there's a SIM card slot, so you can insert a SIM card, and you can also call, text, and get data on the go if you have this tablet. There's another version which comes with an S Pen or stylus. That's a little bit more expensive. That's also a 4G LTE model, but that's also has a higher spec uh, in terms of its hardware configuration. So it has an extra gig of RAM. So it comes at 3 gigabytes of memory. So unfortunately, Samsung USA doesn't sell this LTE version of this tablet here in the US, which means that tablet doesn't come with any official support or warranty from Samsung, except for the 90-day warranty from Amazon for electronics. So specifically, the model number here is the SM-T295. Before we get into the detailed review, let's take a quick look at some of the specifications. In terms of its size, the display is 8-inch HD, so it's 1280 by 800 at 182 pixels per inch. It's a TFT display, not an AMOLED. It is powered by a Qualcomm quad-core processor, the 429, at clocked at 2 gigahertz. It has got 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage. The storage is, however, expandable via micro SD card slot, and it supports up to 512 gigabytes of micro SD card. In terms of running the Android version, it did came with Android 9, but as soon as I set it up, it did update to the latest version of Android, which is Android 10, Samsung One UI 2.1, and the security patches of July 2020. So in terms of software, this is as updated as you can get. Good job, Samsung, over there. It also has dual speakers. Unfortunately, for charging, it still has a micro USB. I was hoping it would at least have a micro USB-C. It has a back metal finish, but no wireless charging or fingerprint scanner. No face unlock because cameras are crappy. In terms of camera, it has a 8 megapixel rear camera and a 2 megapixel front camera, but the cameras are absolute garbage or trash. It does have 3.5 audio jack, and it has a SIM card as well as a micro SD card slot. Um, Now let's take a quick look at the tablet as such. So as you can see, there's the speakerphone, microphone grills, and the micro USB charger. On the right side of the tablet, it's the power button and the volume rocker. The top of the tablet, the 3.5 audio jack. On the left side of the tablet, you just have the SIM card, micro SD card slot. And this is how the tablet looks from the back. This is the silver gray. This tablet comes in two colors, white and gray, and this is the gray version. This part is metal, and then it also has these plastic essence on the top. Not sure what kind of glass is in there. I'm not hoping it's Gorilla Glass because that at the price point that this is available, but could be Gorilla Glass. I haven't had really looked it up. So if I was to describe this tablet in one word, I would say it's just okay. It's not super trash, but it's also not anything better than a media consumption device. So if you are looking for something a little bit more than just a media consumption device, I would say there are options which are available there other than this. And then if you are looking for a cheaper tablet for your kids, then there are options available at a much cheaper price, and better performance than this one. So I don't really know where this particular product fits, because in terms of its price and its performance, it's not really that great. Let me show you, the overall performance. I have actually had to enable developer settings and turn off all the animations, and then I had to use a custom launcher, and it made it a little lot better than if I was using the Samsung launcher. Let me show you, general performance of this tablet. So anything simple like Gmail takes about few seconds to load, and then if I'm opening up an email, it takes another few seconds, so it's pretty slow. As you can see, almost like 3 seconds before Gmail loaded. This is another 5 seconds before the email loaded. Now let's take a look at how long it takes for Google Chrome to load. Again, you can see this at least 3 to 4 seconds before it loads up the browser. There's also significant lag while you're typing something, so it can get a little bit frustrating. But there's some few good things about this device. So it does support it has a 720p screen, and it does support YouTube, Netflix, and Disney Plus on 720p resolution. Also, the speakers are pretty loud. I was surprised because I thought the speakers would be crappy too, but the speakers are pretty loud too. Since it's also an LTE version, they also have baked in the phone app and the messaging app. So if you were to use this tablet as a large phone, you could also use this as a phone, and you could also text, and the phone app as well as the text app is already built in. Camera is, like, again, once I have mentioned before, cameras are absolute garbage, and that's the reason it doesn't support any kind of face unlocking. So you have to punch in your code if you want to unlock that. Um, Other than that, let me just revert the launcher and turn on the animations and show you the general navigation speed of this tablet with the stock Samsung stuff. I didn't play any games because I didn't want to punish myself trying to play Call of Duty or PUBG on this, because Gmail takes about 5 seconds for this to load. I don't really wanted to go through the pain of installing any of these games and trying to play and see how the performance was. I'm sure probably it would be playable, but it would be painfully slow. Okay guys, now what I have done is I have turned on the animations as well as reverted back to the Samsung stock launcher, and this is how it feels with the stock launcher. As you can see, there's quite a bit of, if I have to search for anything, look, like, let me search for YouTube. It's even, there's a delay when searching for anything through that. If I go to settings and then I search for something, look at the lag. I mean, animation, scale duration. It came up a little bit faster than before, but it was actually painfully pretty slow. So overall, the speed of the tablet is not that great. But in terms of good things about this tablet is, it does run the latest Android version. There are very few Android tablets. Forget about tablets. There are very few phones as such which runs the latest version of Android. This does. It also runs the latest version of One UI, and the software that these tablet came with in the box, the Android 9 and whatever version of Samsung TouchWiz or whatever it was there, versus this One UI, this is much better overall. I think it is much better. Even though it's slow, it's overall much better. Also, so in terms of advantages, it runs the latest version of software and latest version of Android. It does have good speaker. It also does have good battery life. It also works as a phone if you want, so already has the built-in phone app as well as messaging app. It also supports WhatsApp, so unlike iPads, which is, I think, is kind of a shortcoming. Even if you have the cellular version of iPad, WhatsApp doesn't is not supported on an iPad. And if you have friends like me all over the world, I think WhatsApp is an essential app to be in touch with people across, who are like located all across the globe. You can call them, you can message them, you can also share stuff with them. And WhatsApp is an app which is owned by Facebook, so if you have Facebook, why not WhatsApp? So the other good thing is the battery life. It has a 5100 milliamp hour battery, so battery life is pretty decent. With a single charge, it lasts me about 3 to 4 days with moderate usage. On a heavy usage, it can still last a day and a half, or at least at like the full 2 days. But other than that, I mean, there's a lot of other drawbacks as such. Performance, there's serious performance issues with the 2 gigabytes of RAM. I think Samsung should just stop making, or any company for that thing, that they should just stop making devices with 2 gigabytes of RAM, because the performance takes a serious hit. Also, it has a micro USB charging connector, which I think was in 2019. It's now 2020. Even for a 2019 model, it's kind of dated. Um, the cameras are also absolute trash. I mean, they are 2 megapixel and 8 megapixel, but the pictures that come out, they are very blurry and has those watercolor effect, like the cheap Chinese junk cameras. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. So I cannot really recommend it, and especially at a price point of $170. I would probably, if I need something really cheaper, I think I will probably suggest the Amazon Fire HD Plus tablet, which does have 3 gigabytes of RAM, wireless charging, USB-C, and then there's ways to get Google Play Store installed on that, so you can get some of the Google apps. So I would probably, if I'm looking for a cheap tablet for my child, would probably go for that. If I'm looking for something more powerful or productive, or more than just a media consumption device, I would probably get an older generation iPad, and I think that would perform a lot better than this tablet. So once again, like I said, I cannot recommend it, even though this tablet does have some positives, like it's 4G LTE unlocked and it can be used as a phone. But due to the serious lag and the shitty cameras, I cannot really recommend this tablet for anyone for any kind of usage. Not to bash Samsung, I love Samsung devices. I do use a lot of other things from Samsung. But this tablet, even at a lower price point of $170, I think there are other options that will suit someone else's needs in a better way. Okay, that's all, guys. That's pretty much everything for this review now. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. Also, if you want to support my channel, please feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, have a good one. Bye.